All righty then. Okay, the Lions defeat the Packers 34-30. Look like it's gonna hold up. At the end of the game, somebody got a pick. I didn't know who the hell he was, but it was deflection. If I'm gonna try to just talk about this game as much as possible. And tomorrow I'll do a live stream wrapping up the season, or Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. This will be the last game. The Lions had an opportunity to actually get the number one pick. Jacksonville kind of blew out the Colts and they beat the Packers. Okay, so I say this: I look forward of many years of playing. What's his name? Jordan Love. Okay, I look forward to many years of playing Jordan Love. I will say that again. If Aaron Rodgers do leave, I look for many years of playing Jordan Love because he's absolutely not it right now. And things can change. You got to remember too, Brett Favre. A lot of people think Green Bay drafted Brett Favre, but Brett Favre came from the Atlanta Falcon organization, and he wasn't that good. Got a second chance in Green Bay. Didn't understand some of the lingo neither. I remember he asked him, you know, hold on one second. Hold on, my bad. But yeah, man, that's the one thing you look at the situation and you say, man, I look forward to really playing Jordan Love, but this will be the last one until the actual 2022 season started, even though we played in 22 because they added a game. If you didn't know, now you know. We did a crack at the number one pick. That didn't really go well. They won this game. Man, I've been watching the Lions do this for years, bro. You can always tell who the new Lion fans is. And a lot of these niggas got two teams, too. I don't rock like that. His Lions are nothing. But check out Detroit Lions post-game reaction playlist, Detroit Lions talk playlist. I put all the Lions stuff in the talk playlist. If you miss tomorrow live stream, we're gonna do one later. I'll do check out the Lions live on one live stream. But I mean, today, trick plays, but you can't live off trick plays. You got to know that Tom Kennedy do on a double reversal or reverse. Well, it was a reverse. Tom Kennedy threw a dime. He got a better arm than Jared Goff. And they just kept doing trick plays. And one thing that's very apparent is Amon-Ra St. Brown is a star. He's at worst right now, a number 2 option. So it's tough for the Lions to get a number 1 option and complete their receiving core. Now, going on, I'm tired of seeing these running backs run the ball. Williams looks slow. I know he beat up through the season. DeAndre Swift always beat up. I'm tired of seeing him run the ball. Craig Reynolds should be the starting running back or running back 1B or number 2 next year. I'm done with Williams and Swift. They both should be on the move. I'm the mindset. I'd rather trade them too early than too late. I'm just like Bill Belichick. But tired looking at the running backs. They running slow through the hole. So well didn't play today. But Craig Reynolds is fresher. He just seemed like the fresher running back, right? And, the receiving core, what it was, Raymond caught that trick play. That was 75 yards. So, in reality, he got 26 yards elsewhere in the game. Reynolds, he kind of coming off IR. I mean, the COVID list, I understand that. Melifano recovered a fumble. Walker was all over the place today. They got Rodgers. They got Rodgers 3 times today. I know didn't Panisi get a sack? I believe it was. Well, Barnes got a sack, and Julian Okora got 2 other sacks. So they're playing good up front. I understand why people want to add either Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeaux up front. But they got some other talented options. The kid from Ohio State, the receiver. I know people kind of like, not another receiver, but if you get a chance to get a number 1 guy, you got to get a number 1 guy. And I think Kyle Hamilton is more talented than both those guys, okay? Kyle Hamilton, safety, he can play in the box, especially when he learned to take better lines to the football. As far as tackling the football, I mean, it's such that neighbor. But like I said, they nice up front, bro. And Goff was sacked 1 time today. Every time Goff do play action, I get nervous. Then somebody dropped the 4th down trick play. Jack Fox though better than Jared Goff too. He dropped the absolute dime. But I've been seeing this my whole life with the Lions, man. They have a shitty start. They have a shitty season. and then they start to heat up like dry ice towards the end of the season, and it give people hope. And then next season, they got expectations that they're not gonna live up to. So, like I said before, I hold the horses. Ho, 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 keep sabe. Hey, hey, that beat my nabe. You know, all these whole expect. I've been seeing this a pattern, bro. It's a pattern, man. People gonna keep filling up that stadium. I know a lot of Packer fans here today, and that's why if I'm the Force, why would I sell? It's a gold mine. It really is. I don't have. I can lose all these games and still make a lot of money. I don't have any expectations on winning. So Lions do this historically. They come down here, you know, these these terrible players play good down the stretch. Because these teams like Arizona and Green Bay think that easy victory, and they think they can break records and all that on them. And it's not like that. It's not like that, bro. And the Lions always do this, no matter how bad. Now, if they start the season strong, then they taper off at the end. But that's few and far in between in seasons. If they start the season off shaky like they did this year, they gonna finish strong. And I knew they would. The question was they was gonna get a win, and they did. And they did get wins. You know, and they said, well, we want to send this message. We want to play hard through, you know, we don't want to quit and we don't want to tank and this, that, and the third. I understand. You know, because it ain't no sure number one guy coming out. With somebody like Peyton Manning, I think we ought to be a little bit outraged with them winning this game. I don't care what they had to say. But like I said before, if it's Joey Harrington, if it's John Kitna, if it's Jared Goff, if it's Matthew Stafford, I see it all the time. They finish these games down the stretch strong. And they'll pick the end of the game. There you go. They play strong, and it means nothing going into next season. They celebrate on the field like they won the Super Bowl when they should have been, you know, doing all this shit earlier in the season. I get tired of it. I see the same story over 30 plus years of my life. You know, and you know, you got different group of young guys out there. They're they're very enthusiastic about winning these games. They lost so many. And I don't have an issue with them winning the game because it's not a true number one guy out there. So I say that again. But next year, they're not going to use this momentum to pick up next year. I promise you that. Especially with Jared Goff at quarterback, and Goff was going throw for throw with Jordan Love. He was literally going throw for throw with Jordan Love, bro. He barely separated himself from Jordan Love. You know, so you know, so easily, bro. So I just seen this story so many times, bro, and hopefully the momentum is different. Carry over with Dan Campbell. They play hard for him. A lot of young guys. It's always hard to keep those young guys focused. You look at the Detroit Pistons. You know, it's hard to keep those young guys focused, and they're not playing hard. They did respond last night. I have a lot of national and local criticism. So for Dan Campbell to keep these dudes focused, keep playing hard for them, you know, I'm not surprised. They went from a militant a-hole coach and Matt Patricia. So I always tell you, if they got an offensive coach, you know, and he get fired, then they're gonna go defensive coach. They got defensive coach, he's gonna offensive coach. They go asshole, they're gonna go players coach. So the Lions had the least, the organization had the least put the right guy in the locker room, so that shit won't happen. That happened with Matt Patricia. So you gotta think about that for a minute. They had to put that in here too. A lot of trick plays. Like I said, next year people gonna look out for these trick plays. They're gonna look out for all this type of stuff, man. So they gotta come with it next year, bro. They gotta come with it next year. They got to come with something totally different, bro. And like I said before, they get 3 additional, not to get too much into the future, spoil the live stream tomorrow. They get 3 additional they get 3 additional compensatory picks to look like they might even get up to 5. Third, fifth, or sixth, or third, fourth, or sixth type picks. And I say this, and a lot of people are not gonna like what I'm saying. I look here, man. DeAndre Swift, get him out of here. He been injured his first 2 years while he got value. If you get a second round pick for him, Jamal Williams, it's time for him to move on. Let Craig Reynolds do his thing. Go out there, see if you get Kenneth Walker the third. I don't know kind of where his stock at. and roll with those young guys. Okay, that's what I would do. I seen enough of DeAndre Swift, and bring Reynolds back, bring Amon-Ra St. Brown back, might have to bring Raymond back, and go find you a guy. If Garrett Wilson is going to be your Jamar Chase, well, I had no problem with you taking him at number 2 or moving back and taking him. Right now, I haven't looked at everybody. I looked at a few guys. My favorite guy in this draft, at least at the top, is Kyle Hamilton. I like what I see out of Carson Strong later in the draft too. So, like I said before, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do. But if you had to ask me what should be the goals in the offseason to kind of get y'all started and wait to hold y'all over tomorrow, the goal should be finding somebody that could potentially replace or, potentially replace Jared Goff. That's number 1. If it's Huntley from the Baltimore Ravens, it's Tua. If you can get Watson here, if you get Russell Wilson here, if you think it's Baker Mayfield, you think it's Daniel Jones, you think it's somebody like that, cool. I have no issue with it. All right. But, it's cheaper to find they got through the draft, obviously. All right. Number 2 goal is, some of these guys, man, like DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, Trey Flowers, you got to make a decision. High tide where you restructure his contract, tear it up, get a new one. Got to make some decision on some guys, right? So that's something too. Some of these guys you got to turn into capital before they have no value. Okay. And other than that, man, they got to continue to add talent. If I had to give you some holes for the team, I say they probably do need a pass rusher, but this draft is filled with pass rusher galore. You get Romeo back, but you need a guy until Romeo holds you over, or get a running back with Romeo. Julian doing good. Bring back Charles Harris. But won't mind seeing you get the guy, another guy. All right. Won't mind seeing you get another guy. Also, you probably need a safety. That's why I love Kyle Hamilton. Probably need a receiver. I'm always going to build across that O-line. Like I said, get more younger and durable. Let the young guys play at the running back position. And, we'll see. We'll see. So they got some things to do, man. But a couple things I'll talk about tomorrow. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. That's both rolling at the bottom of the screen in the description. PayPal link in the description exclusively. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo usernames are all there in the description. Best way to donate. Comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.